The year is 1000 AD. The Indian subcontinent is a vast and diverse land, teeming with a multitude of kingdoms and cultures. India is not a single nation, but a tapestry of kingdoms, each with its own unique identity and governance. From the towering Himalayas in the north to the coastal plains in the south, the land is dotted with numerous realms. These kingdoms, large and small, compete fiercely for power and influence. The political landscape is ever-changing, with alliances being forged and broken, and battles being fought for dominance. Some of these realms are mighty empires, commanding vast territories and resources, while others are small principalities, often struggling to maintain their independence amidst the larger powers. Despite the political fragmentation, there are common cultural threads that weave through these kingdoms. Shared languages, religious practices, and artistic traditions create a sense of unity even as distinct identities flourish. This is a period of great dynamism and change. Trade, migration, and the exchange of ideas are constant, leading to a vibrant and evolving society. In the south, the Chola dynasty is expanding its maritime empire with remarkable vigor. Their naval prowess allows them to control vast stretches of the Indian Ocean, establishing trade links with distant lands. They control the seas and trade routes, bringing wealth and influence to their kingdom. Meanwhile, the north is a mosaic of fragmented states, each vying for supremacy. Rajput kingdoms, known for their warrior culture and chivalric codes, dominate the northern landscape. Their forts and palaces stand as testaments to their martial prowess and architectural ingenuity. These kingdoms engage in constant conflicts, forging alliances and rivalries that shape the course of history. The interplay of power, culture, and ambition creates a rich and complex tapestry that defines this era of Indian history. The Chola dynasty, based in southern India, is at the height of its power. Their empire stretches across the southern tip of India and beyond. The Cholas are renowned for their naval strength. Their ships sail to Southeast Asia, establishing trade and cultural links. The Cholas are efficient administrators. They develop a sophisticated system of governance. Their reign is a period of economic prosperity. Art and culture flourish under their patronage. The grand Brihadiswarar temple at Thanjavur, a masterpiece of Dravidian architecture, is built during this era. In stark contrast to the south, the north is a patchwork of Rajput kingdoms. The Rajputs are known for their valor and chivalry. They are skilled warriors and fiercely independent. Their battles and alliances are legendary. Despite their internal conflicts, the Rajputs share a common culture and language. They are patrons of art, music, and literature. Their courts are centers of learning. However, their constant warfare weakens them, making them vulnerable to external threats. Religion plays a central role in the lives of people in 1000 AD India. Hinduism, with its diverse deities and philosophies, is the dominant faith. Buddhism, although in decline, still has significant influence, particularly in the eastern regions. Hinduism undergoes a revival during this period. The Bhakti movement, emphasizing personal devotion to God, gains momentum. New temples are built, and pilgrimage sites attract devotees from far and wide. The religious landscape is vibrant and diverse. Section 5. The arrival of Islam. A new faith, Islam, is gradually making its presence felt in India. Arab traders bring Islam to the western coast of India. These traders, primarily from the Arabian Peninsula, were not just merchants but also carriers of a new religious ideology. They established trade links and cultural exchanges that would have a lasting impact on the Indian subcontinent. The first mosque in India is built in Kerala in the 7th century. This mosque, known as the Cheraman Juma Mosque, stands as a testament to the early Islamic presence in the region. It symbolizes the beginning of a new era, where different cultures and religions began to intermingle. By 1000 AD, Islamic influence has spread to parts of North India. This spread was facilitated by the movement of traders, scholars, and Sufi saints who traveled across the region, sharing their knowledge and beliefs. The influence of Islam began to be felt in various aspects of life, including art, architecture, and language. The Ghaznavids, a Turkish dynasty from Central Asia, launched raids into India. These invasions were led by Mahmud of Ghazni, who sought to expand his empire and acquire wealth. His campaigns were marked by the destruction of temples and the looting of treasures, but they also led to the establishment of Islamic rule in some parts of India. These raids, while initially focused on plunder, paved the way for the establishment of Islamic rule in later centuries. The Ghaznavid invasions were followed by the Ghurid invasions, which eventually led to the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate. This period marked the beginning of a new chapter in Indian history, characterized by the fusion of Islamic and Indian cultures. The arrival of Islam marks a turning point in Indian history. It brought new ideas, new art forms, and new architectural styles. The influence of Islam can be seen in the many monuments, mosques, and madrasas that dot the Indian landscape. This period also saw the rise of new social and political structures, which would shape the course of Indian history for centuries to come. Section 6. Trade Routes and Riches. India in 1000 AD is a major hub of international trade. Its merchants sail across the Indian Ocean, connecting with East Africa, Southeast Asia, and China. The Silk Road, a network of land routes, links India to Central Asia and Europe. Indian spices, textiles, and precious stones are highly sought after. In return, India receives horses, gold, and other luxury goods. This trade brings wealth and prosperity to Indian kingdoms. It also leads to cultural exchange and the spread of ideas. Section 7. The brilliance of temple architecture. The period around 1000 AD witnesses a flowering of temple architecture in India. The Cholas in the south are prolific temple builders. Their temples are massive structures adorned with intricate carvings and towering gateways. In the north, the style of temple architecture differs. The Khajuraho temples, famous for their erotic sculptures, are built during this era. These temples are not just places of worship but also expressions of artistic skill and royal patronage. Section 8. The growth of Indo-Islamic design. The arrival of Islam introduces new architectural elements to India. Mosques, with their domes and minarets, begin to appear in the landscape. However, a distinct Indo-Islamic style is yet to emerge. The early mosques often incorporate local materials and building techniques. This fusion of styles lays the foundation for the magnificent Indo-Islamic architecture of later centuries. Section 9. Advancements in Science and Mathematics. India in 1000 AD is a center of learning. Indian mathematicians make significant contributions to the world. Aryabhata, who lived in the 5th century, calculates the value of pi and proposes the heliocentric theory. Indian astronomers develop sophisticated methods for predicting eclipses and charting celestial bodies. The decimal system, invented in India, spreads to other parts of the world. Indian physicians make advances in medicine and surgery. Section 10. A Golden Age of Indian Culture. The period around 1000 AD is often considered a golden age of Indian culture. Literature flourishes in Sanskrit and regional languages. The Chola court is known for its patronage of poets and scholars. Classical dance forms like Bharatanatyam and Odissi are refined. Music, both vocal and instrumental, thrives. The cultural vibrancy of this era leaves an enduring legacy on Indian art and traditions. Section 11. Conclusion: A legacy of diversity. India in 1000 AD is a land of immense diversity and dynamism. It is a place where various cultures, traditions, and communities coexist, creating a vibrant tapestry of life. The social fabric of India during this period is rich and complex, with each region contributing its own unique flavor to the collective identity of the subcontinent. It is a mosaic of kingdoms, each with its own unique character. From the powerful Chola dynasty in the south to the mighty Rajput kingdoms in the north, each realm has its own distinct culture, governance, and way of life. These kingdoms, though diverse, are interconnected through trade, alliances, and shared cultural practices. Religions, both old and new, shape the lives of the people. Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, and the emerging influence of Islam create a spiritual landscape that is as diverse as it is profound. Temples, stupas, and mosques dot the landscape, each a testament to the rich religious heritage of the land. Trade connects India to the wider world, bringing wealth and cultural exchange. Ancient trade routes, both overland and maritime, link India to distant lands such as Persia, China, and the Roman Empire. These connections facilitate the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies, enriching Indian society and contributing to its prosperity. This is an era of remarkable achievements in art, architecture, science, and literature. Magnificent temples and palaces are constructed, showcasing the architectural genius of the time. Scholars and scientists make groundbreaking discoveries in fields such as mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Literature flourishes, with poets and writers creating works that continue to be celebrated to this day. The legacy of this period continues to inspire and influence India today. The cultural, scientific, and artistic achievements of 1000 AD have left an indelible mark on modern Indian society. Festivals, traditions, and practices that originated during this time are still observed, reflecting the enduring impact of this rich historical era. The India of 1000 AD, though long gone, remains a testament to the enduring spirit of a civilization. Its contributions to art, science, religion, and culture continue to resonate, reminding us of the incredible diversity and dynamism that have always been at the heart of India's identity. This legacy of diversity is not just a historical fact, but a living, breathing part of India's present and future.